What is up, everybody? This is Luke here at YCS Richmond. This is the man that slopped me up in round 7, playing some crazy stuff. What's your name? What you playing?
My name is Demjancik, and I played Kashtira Evolzar with some other stuff in it, I guess.
Dude, the deck's so crazy. I heard people like 6 people yesterday I heard talking about his deck. Like, it's just crazy. But like everybody was talking about it was so hype about it too. It's just cool. But you want to do some shout outs or you want to get into the deck first?
So first of all, I just want to explain. I made day 2.
Yeah.
I couldn't make the top cut because my deck kind of shit the bed the last minute, but you know, it happens. It's a part of the game. Shout outs would be everyone back home in Jersey, everyone from locals, all my fans who support MBs, because that's my nickname. Everyone yells MBs for me.
Yes, sir.
Everyone who I came with, and the dude behind the camera for taking the deck profile.
I appreciate you, man. Well, let's see it. I'm so excited to see this thing. I'm so hyped.
I'll start with the biggest part of the engine. It's all the Kashtira stuff. So we got 4 field spells, 2 Theosis, 2 birds, and then the monsters. We play the 2 small bricks, I guess you could call them. Then all the starters. So we play 3 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, and then those. These cards, I think people are underrating. I think this engine is still like one of the best engines in the game. Like, Fenrir by itself is a going second card, but it's also a combo starter. Unicorn is also like crazy, ripping from people's extra deck right now because everyone's playing one-ofs.
It's crazy.
Like, you know, Imper Noble, being able to rip like a one-of, what's the level 5 synchro? Angelica?
Yeah.
Or I did that, playing it Unchained, ripping their SP, things like that. It all comes up, and Unicorn just doing it multiple times even, just ripping out like important cards. Insane. I've
been saying, like, I think people just haven't figured out how to play this deck again yet, but like I think that it's still, like you said, like just underrated and really good.
Yeah, and overall, Birth is still insane. This card definitely overperformed all week, and I think people forgot how Birth works.
It's crazy.
And just, you know, played into it.
Played a spell. It's let's just snipe those.
The Tier Horus deck, and he activated the Sarcophagus, and he put all 3 Horus cards in grave, and I just targeted all of them, banished it, and he had no plays after that.
That's insane.
It was pretty cool. I definitely like this engine. I don't think I would change anything about this. I think you need 2 and 2 just to keep the ball rolling consistently. Definitely good. And Birth has some really cool interactions with the next section of the deck, which is the Evolzar cards. So because this is a level 7, you could sometimes just go Birth normal summon without sending anything,
which is crazy.
So you could play under things like Shifter. You could play, like, you don't need your normal summon in the deck at all in the first place. So this is just the additional way to just play the game. I put it at 3 because you want to see both parts of the engine. I played 3 of the quick play, and then this is probably like the debatable part of it. I played 1 and 1. Most people don't play this at all, but I won so many games because of this card.
It messed me up.
Yeah, I think I've used this like 3 times in one game at one point. I would never cut this card, never ever. And then the cards that you summon are not traditional by any means. This is why I'm calling it more so a pile. So we play the 1 of Oak, which just reborns a fire from grave or banished, or you can add it to hand. So this is like your follow-up. And then I play Jarek, Aiello, and Miss because it's part of the combo with the normal starter, which is the Evolzar cards. So normally this gets you into this card, and this card, what it says is that you could send itself and another card from your hand to the graveyard, summon this guy. He's a level 4, and on summon he gets you to the trap. It lets it set it right to your back row. So you play around Droll and everything, which most people decide in Droll aimlessly, and it does nothing to you. What the trap card does is it lets you reborn both of these from grave and just summon a free XYZ, like a Evolzar XYZ. And this is like the best card ever because it gets you to Lars, and Lars is literally my win con. The secondary effect lets you get to the miss by just dumping it to grave, which lets you summon the Aiello, which lets you make SP right away. So it all comes in combination, and you can draw any of these cards, and they're not exactly bricks, which is really cool. I think a lot of the decks you can't really like say that for the whole engine.
Yeah.
So I really like all these cards. They definitely overperform. The amount of times I summoned this guy and people had to read it and how surprised they were that this was even a thing.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
It's crazy, and it's just like something that people don't think about. And I mean, just like seeing it work and seeing like how consistently it works is crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Jesse Kahn because he did make a video about this, so I just happened to see it in my spare time.
Dude, shout out Jesse.
So yeah, that was sick. And then for the non-engine portion of the deck, I decided to play 3 Droll, 3 Ash, and then 3 Imprint. I think this is like the best combinations of cards because this is a good going first or second. Ash is just generic as hell.
Yeah.
And Droll and Lockbird to stop all the crazy combo decks like Tier, Vanadium, everything like that. Usually FTK by them if we don't have a Droll.
Yeah, that's very fair.
So definitely wanted to play this type of stuff. And then for consistency, Pot of Prosperity. Nothing to say about Prosperity, it's just the best card in the game.
The deck looks so cool. And like you said, like the consistency of it, like I saw it firsthand. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I did brick against you the game one.
That's good. You said when you bricked against me, you were like, "This is the first time all day I've bricked. This is crazy."
Yeah, it was bound to happen. So that's the main deck. It's 41.
41 cards, clean.
Nothing too crazy. I just wanted the extra card just to not draw the trap all the time.
Yeah.
So there's that. We need to go to the side, I guess, next. More important part of the deck, in my opinion. The extra deck kind of straightforward. Well, I say that, but definitely not. Side deck, the easiest card in the game to side in. You just take out your dinosaur cards, you put these in, and then whatever else fits in the matchup. Tier's crazy, you'd rather have this than anything else.
Oh yeah, that card's insane.
Adding on to that, DD Crows, because Tier is still the hardest matchup in my opinion. Also just good for Unchained.
Yeah.
Only played 1, but definitely still a good card.
It's really good. It's a lot.
The spicy part of my side deck, I guess you could call it. I play the 1 Snake Eyes Ash and 2 Curry Tara.
I loved this.
So instead of playing all the level 1s, when I want to side in like my shifter and thing, I have to have another target for the Evolzar engine. So I decided to just play this and be able to search my Curry Tara to have as a follow-up board breaker, just in case they like manage to break through my board. And it definitely came up a lot of games. It just aimed randomly good into a lot of decks too.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that your engine can search Karikara is insane. Like, when you showed me this, I was like, I'm putting this in my deck. Like, I don't, like, even if I'm not playing this, like, that's just so good.
Yeah, it's just a free way to summon it and search it and everything. Definitely pretty good. It came up quite a bit. I was really happy I actually played this exact, like, ratio of cards.
It's really cool.
It's really nice. I may cut a second Karikara later because my siding patterns were a little bit weird, and I never really needed the second one.
And you can search it, so it's not.
But I also didn't play against Pearly, so that goes hand in hand with what the next card is in my side. I played 3 Book of Eclipse on the side just for Pearly. Also, just like another option for when I have to side out like Evolzar cards, because it's randomly good into a bunch of other decks too.
And Book was very popular this weekend. I saw a lot of people playing it.
I never needed it, but I'm sure it should have came up at some point.
Fair.
And then 3 board breakers because trap decks.
Or scary.
Yeah. Also against Rescue Ace, this is probably like the best combination of cards to play.
100%. 100%.
There's that.
Pretty good side deck, I would say.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. As I said, there's maybe small changes, but nothing crazy. And then the extra deck, which a lot of people didn't expect what was in my extra deck, to be honest with you. First of all, it's Omega. This is the only synchro I play. And it comes up with like random lines where like if I draw an extra extender, I could just summon Omega and then keep cash combo after the fact.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, so you go like Fenrir plus level 1, you search Unicorn, banish this off your field, and then summon your Unicorn and you just full combo after.
Yeah.
So without anything else is really strong, and just getting hand knowledge is really good. Then the links, the 2 link boards are the Appaloosa Axis code. Made this like once or twice. It was solid, and then made the access code literally never. I'll still probably play it.
Just in case.
Just in
Never
case,
know.
because the follow-up you get is meant to make this normally, but normally if you get to that point, they just scoop anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe cut this for something else in the future. Link 2s, 2 best Link 2s in the game right now.
Yep.
Maybe Dark, obviously, too, but I didn't play it. I was debating it. Nothing to say about these cards. These cards are overperforming all weekend.
Really good.
Yeah. And the last one is the Anima. Just because you play so many level 1s, randomly people play in the Anima Zone, you just screw them over.
And like these 2 cards right here have to play in the Anima Zone, right? So if you leave one on field, it's like good target.
It's almost impossible to play around this card if they a big link monster. I did make this plenty of times. Sometimes they even just make it just to make the SP, just to get rid of something.
Yeah.
So it definitely came up. It was good. XYZs, we play Dweller. This is summonable because the second part of the Evolzar's effect is that you can make 2 other monsters level 4. So this just randomly comes up when you're playing the tier. Also, you play Rise Heart, so like you just summon a Rise Heart, and then just like make that Abyss Dweller with it and the dinosaur, and then you just detach the dinosaur and set yourself up for the Lars, which you play, which is for the trap.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so as long as you have both Evolzar, Tarzan, Grave, it doesn't matter if they like shuffle them back or whatever, you just still just make this if you activate the trap card. That doesn't need to put the material under, it just summons and then it tries to put the material under. And the best part about Lars is paired with the level 1, you can reattach materials to him. So if he stays on the field, you just get 4 hot renegades for free.
That is, the way that works is insane.
It's really, really strong.
That's crazy.
The card that definitely performed the best in my extra deck all weekend was this guy. I summoned this guy going first just to make the IP with him. And I would just make a free SP that way. And then if I had like a birth or something with my unicorn, I just keep comboing after the fact. It was really, really good. I use it to break boards too. Him just randomly having protection is really good. This card overperformed all weekend. I would definitely never replace this. Shout out to Mikey for this one. This MD's Junior. And then the other rank 7s. So never summoned this. Summoned this like once or twice when it came up. It was really good. Banishing like Theosis is still insane. Even like banishing your shifters post side, really good.
Yeah.
Chandra, even if it gets negated and you have the field spell up, it's just an extra interruption, so it's really, really crazy. And oddly enough, sometimes you just can't kill people, but you can always put up 7,500 while playing under nib.
That's how cash is, right?
So yeah, so you just put them to 75,
yeah.
And then you just make this, and if they nib you, they nib you. But if not, it's like not the end of the world. They can't win at that point.
Yeah.
Really not a single card that outs it. Fenrir, gotta have it.
Yeah, that card's crazy, and that's a like real situation that comes up a lot. Like I played catch for a long time, and I remember that happening as well.
Yeah, and obviously, time is also a thing, so gotta have something.
Yeah, gotta have something.
And then the 2 big boys, summoned Zeus once, and I'm pretty sure it's the reason I won that game. And this guy summoned once, and I'm pretty sure it's the reason I won the game. So
he summoned Zeus once against me.
I think I had Zeus SP against you. And I think that was the end board, and we were just chilling.
Yeah, and Typhon's really good, obviously.
Yeah,
as well.
when I summoned this, it won me the game, as I said too. So I can't complain about these two.
That's awesome.
The deck definitely performed well. Obviously, wish I could have gotten my second YCS top. This is my second YCS ever.
I wanted to see it. 100% YCS tops. Like I wanted to see it really bad.
Yeah, doing 2 for 2 would have been cool, especially with a rogue deck like this. But I had so much fun. I can't complain. Great weekend so far, and I'm just happy to be here and do well. So.
Well, brother, thank you again. Good luck to the guys that are still in. I know some of your homies are still in, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one.
Have a good one, bro.